Imagine a world where calls don't exist. मैड यूटोपिक. बट लोग उन चीज़ों के लिए कॉल क्यों करते हैं जो वो टेक्स्ट कर सकते हैं यार. इफ़ यू आर एन ऑकवर्ड पोटैटो लाइक मी, यू गेट हाउ मच ईजियर लाइफ वुड बी इफ वी ओनली गॉट टेक्स्ट एंड नो कॉल्स. This might sound like an overreaction, but whenever I get a call, my brain is like one of those scenes in Bollywood serials जहाँ सब तहस नहस हो रहा है, मंदिर की घंटी की आवाज़ बज रही है, तूफान आ रहा है, एक्ट्रेस का साड़ी उड़ रहा है, थाली गिर चुकी है उसके हाथ से, भजन मम्बल रैप वाला बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक चल रहा है. इट्स अटर chaos. Okay, ऊपर से I have post-call overthinking as if the pre-call anxiety wasn't enough. After the call ends, I'm just gonna sit and stare at the wall and think about it for the next 2 hours. If texts are hugs, calls are punches. If texts are friends, calls are bullies. And you know what? If you're one of those people who prefers calls over texts, I'm gonna make sure to change your mind by the end of the video. For starters, how much easier is it to have an argument with someone over text? यार कॉल पे तो कोई कुछ बोल देता है तो बोलती बंद हो जाती है for a while. I don't know about you, but I need time to like process and register things, especially if they're mean.
ਹੱਸਦੇ ਚਿਹਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਤਕਲੀਫ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ.
I take about 3 to 5 business days to come up with good comebacks in real life or while talking in real time. But when it comes to text, watch out, because मैं 1 second में मुंह तोड़ जवाब दे सकती हूँ. I don't have the explanation for it, but fights over texts are milder, like medium rare. So you can focus on how to respond rather than being swallowed whole by their sensible arguments. It's also easier to turn people down over text. If you have a hard time saying no, you should stick to texting because you will succumb to your people-pleasing tendencies and end up saying yes on call. Second, you're not bothering anyone by texting. This is coming from my first-hand experience as a victim of my mother's really long gossipy phone calls. एक बार शुरू हो जाती है तो चलता ही रहता है. Even when you're outside and you're stuck somewhere and you happen to be around people talking over the phone, it's just so overstimulating, like all that noise and information that you don't need. Hence text, because we don't want to know आपके बाबू ने क्या खाना खाया. Moving on, text करने से there's written proof of what went down in the conversation. Like if your boss extends your deadline over text as opposed to over call, there's proof. If someone's giving you important information over call, like their mail ID or a number, you either have to memorize it or race against time to find a paper and a pen to note it down before they get super pissed off and hang up on you. If you find out that someone you know is cheating on their partner over text, you can take screenshots and share the hot goss with your friends and make their day. I got this from my mom, okay? She's to blame. इतना गॉसिप करती है कि मेरे एंटी गॉसिप पापा भी आजकल कमेंट करने लगे पड़ोस वाले अंकल के हेयर स्टाइल एंड लाइफ चॉइसेस पे. Okay, coming back, you can text multiple people. You can even multitask while texting, but if you're on a call while cooking, you might end up dropping the phone in the pan instead of the eggs. The best part is you can take your own sweet time to reply to texts as opposed to calls which you have to respond to immediately. The worst thing about calls has to be the part where you're done talking but you don't know how to end it. Ending calls is always awkward. Then there's the question of who'll hang up first. You want to, but you don't want to be rude. You both say bye 20 times expecting the other person to disconnect first. And ऐसा करते करते apocalypse आ जाता है. Global warming reaches its peak. The earth dies and you find yourself standing in a meadow of dirt and debris waiting for the other person to hang up first. So, I hope I've convinced you.